Hello guys, it's your boy Amplifier, and today I will present you finally with the Gladiator guide. So as you all know, after a couple of updates we had a lot of fixing and new talents and new spells that they're bringing for a lot of melee classes like Weapon Master, like Berserker, like Gladiator, etc. So finally Gladiator, it's pretty decent. It's not of course like the Crystal Shaper, Godly or something like that, but it is pretty decent DPS at the moment. And I'm still waiting for another update. I think it's gonna be 4.6. So at 4.6 we'll get a little bit more buffs about melee characters, especially for Gladiator and Weapon Master. So I'm very excited, and hopefully it's gonna be good, and we will receive another rune book, so we will be able to put new runes inside. So I will advise you to prepare yourself with at least 3 level 12 runes, level 10, level 11, and a couple of 9s, so you'll be ready to fill it right away. And please save your scrolls for the runes, so you can roll the rune riddle that you need. So about gladiators, let's start with skills. Skills are very important, guys, and you need to invest a lot in skills. Believe me, you need to invest a lot, just because of the inscriptions and engravings, and you will understand why. So the first skill is Iron Strike. It's very interesting spell. You will not use the Hilt Bash. The Hilt Bash, it's a PvP spell. You can use it only in PvP. It's very good because it's reducing the healing taken, etc. But we are speaking now for PvE. So your Iron Strike is very important, and on the left side you can see it, what it does. So powerful strike that deals 884% of your attack plus 7700 physical damage. Critical strikes of Shield Bash make your next Iron Strike free and increases the critical chance by 30%. So basically, when you crit with the Shield Bash, your main ability, the second ability that we will speak in a second, your Iron Strike will have 30% more crit chance, and it's gonna be free. It's gonna not take any rage from you, so that's very nice. And you're gonna take the engraving Sharp because the other two are not so good. Cleave you don't need in PvE because you are fighting most of the time bosses, so don't take it. Control, you can take it, but I don't recommend it, so just go for the Sharp, 5% more damage. So next one is your main ability, Shield Bash. The Shield Bash, it's your main ability. It deals the most damage from all your abilities. It's very important. So it deals physical damage, so equal to your attack. So attack power from 414% from your attack power plus 72k damage, including 68k bonus from your armor. So that means when you have more armor, you're getting more damage from that stuff. Getting more armor and crit damage, your Shield Bash will do some crazy damage, guys. Believe me, you need that all stuff. Attack power, armor, and strength, and dexterity, of course. Those 4 things are main stuff for gladiators. Strength, armor, crit damage, and agility, dexterity, for example, in this game. So And you can see on the right side the cooldown of my ability is 2.6 seconds. That's very important as well because of your rotation. This spell with the healer buff should be at least at 2.5 second cooldown, so your rotation will be smooth and nice to deal with. So make sure you have your cooldown reductions proper and exactly on the point, so your rotation will be smoother and better, and your DPS of course will be better. So engraving, as I told you guys, cooldown reduction 1 second cooldown reduction from your shield bash. Don't go for the shield bash increasing 5% more damage, because this here with 1 second cooldown reduction, it's gonna bring you 10 times more than 5% more damage. So I forgot about inscriptions for the Iron Strike, sorry guys. You'll go for Brutal Force for the damage 4.20%, 4% and 20, and then you're gonna go for the Iron Vanguard. Skill grants you 5.6% damage bonus, lasts for 6 seconds, can stack up to 3 times. So basically that gives you around 17% more damage constantly. You'll have all the time 17% damage constantly, damage increase for all your abilities, out attacks, bleed effects, and etc, etc. So very important inscriptions here. So we go now for inscriptions for the main ability. Sadly we don't have nice one here. We have for a tank, because this spell is of course tanking spell as well for the Guardian and the other tank, Vanguard I think was it. So that's why the purple one, it gives you damage reduction. So don't use the purple one guys, just go for the flat damage and crit damage. You can go of course for double damage or double crit damage, but I like it like this, pure damage and crit damage. Very important spell now. It comes the Earthquake. So this stuff, it's a shockwave, so it hits the first 3 targets in front of you, and if it hits 3 targets, the cooldown will not be 35 seconds like it shows on the right side. It's gonna be only 15 seconds guys. So very nice ability. And you can see the hit target will also be silenced for 4 seconds. So basically it's a PvP spell, but gets 20% damage bonus for 10 seconds. So you're getting 20% more damage after using this skill for 20 seconds. So after 15 seconds you can use it again, and you'll have all the time, almost all the time, this 20% damage increase when you use that spell. Just make sure you use that spell guys. It's very important spell. Engraving about this skill is the cooldown reduction. Let me just open this because they finished the raid. So reduce the remaining cooldown on your Earthquake by 1 second for every 25 rage that you spend. So when you're spending rage, you're reducing the cooldown of this ability, and that's great. Believe me guys, that's great. Just go for the cooldown reduction again for this spell. So inscriptions, you're going for cooldown reduction, both of them, just because you need this skill to have it all the time on and be ready to be used. Very important guys. Next skill, one of the most important skill actually, just because of inscriptions, and you're gonna see why. So this guy is the Chaos Blade. The Chaos Blade is doing pretty good, decent damage. But it's a very important spell of course. So it deals like 740 damage from your attack plus almost 7k physical damage, and pulling your target to your location. Everything else under is for PvP, but it's very good talent spell for PvE as well. And here you go of course again for cooldown reduction, because this spell critters like 1.2 million, so it's not much. When you compare it to Shield Bash critting for 17 million, so yeah. Chaos Blade, go cooldown reduction. Inscriptions about it. Cooldown reductions, blue and purple, you take this one. The target that got infected from the Chaos Blade, got hit from the Chaos Blade, will receive 28% more damage for 15 seconds, guys. So basically this spell increases your damage with 28% for 15 seconds the target that you are fighting. So imagine how much damage is this. So let's do a quick check. From Iron Strike you're getting around 17%. From Earthquake you're getting around 20%. We say okay, 35%. Let's make it like that, 35%. From Chaos Blade you're getting 28 more. How much is it, guys? How much is it? That's almost more than 53%. Yeah, 53% damage increase just from those three spells. Just from those three spells. Yeah, and yeah, it's amazing. You cannot take anything else, just cooldown reduction and the damage increase. Charge, it's just charge, guys. That's the only spell that's gonna help you to be more mobile, but sadly for gladiators that's the big issue at the moment. It's not like the Berserker or the Weapon Master that you can jump every 3 seconds like crazy. But yeah, what can you do? The charge is the only movement ability that you have. Engravings, cooldown reduction of course. Inscriptions, cooldown reduction of course. But you're gonna level those when you finish with everything else, because it's, believe me, expensive to level every single inscriptions on gladiators, just because I'm at the moment at 111.2k materials for inscriptions, and I'm still not done with them. You can see level 12, level 7, I can level them up now, but I'm still saving for this here, and I can level it now, but yeah, at the end. So cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction about the charge. Inner Rage, very important spell. Listen me careful, guys. Now this skill has only 6 seconds cooldown, and the duration of the spell is, let me see, it stays for, okay, let's just read it. Available when you are above 60 points of rage. So basically you need to have at least 60 rage to activate it. But you can see on the right side that for me costs only 55 because I have reductions. So unleashes fury to the nearby enemies, instantly dealing 176% of attack from your attack, plus 1700 points of damage. In 7.4 seconds, getting 20% PvE power. So basically you're getting again damage boost just from this spell. Up to 3 targets will be infected again with this damage that I read already. They will be slowed, they will be effect will be increased, and etc, etc. So engraving, you're getting Inner Rage lasts for 1 second longer. So it's not gonna be 7.4, it's gonna be 8.4 seconds. So it's gonna stay on you for 8.4 seconds. So inscriptions, you're going for the damage and the skill cost. Just because, yeah, you can go of course for double skill cost, but it's not gonna reduce so much. So that's why I went for the damage, 4% more damage from this skill, and believe me, it's very nice skill. It crits like around 1.1, sometimes 1.2, depends on your buffs that you're getting. So it's very nice spell. and I will tell you later what you're getting extra from this spell, and you'll be amazed. So now your execute spell, when the target is below 20% health, finishing your target off dealing almost 1000% damage from your attack and 9000 physical damage. So, and this spell is not affected from global cooldown. That means that you can use your shield bash and right away you can use this spell because it's not global cooldown related. So, and you don't have cooldown, and you have cost of 20 rage. So you need to have rage all the time so you can use this skill, and it's very important skill as well. Engraving, you're going for sharp because the other ones are crit, strike, and reducing the rage only by 2. If it was like 5, I would take it, but it's only 2, it's not much. So that's why go for the sharp guys, go for the crazy damage, and you will see why. Inscriptions, you're going for the crit damage, or you can go for the damage, but I'm going for the crit damage because I pretty much think that it's better for this spell, just because it crits all the time, because as stats you need to have at least 110% crit rating. So about the second inscription that I can level now. So at level 13, the damage dealt by your Goop de Grace is increased by 1.2% more. Lasts for 6 seconds and stack up to 99 times. So let's see. If I use this spell 10 times before the boss dies, this skill will give me 10% more damage. So every single time that I'm using this spell, the damage will increase slowly, every single percent. So guys, so amazing skill is this, that you can, for example, I can say it like this: in Overlord 30, your boss is 20%, you're doing around 7 million DPS, you're starting using this skill and your all rotation and etc. And what happens? You're not on a 7 million DPS, you're going to at least 7.5, 7.6 DPS. That increase, only this skill will increase your DPS with almost 600 till 700 DPS. Believe me, it's amazing. And that's it about it. So the passive skills that we have in here: unleash this wrath and let the horrible roar, splashing the enemy. Oh, that's your ultimate, yeah. Your ultimate is crowd control immunity, so you are immune to stuns and etc. for a couple of seconds, and you're immobilizing the targets around you. So, and increase your damage dealing to the target by 20% for 30 seconds. So it's nice ultimate that we have. And the inner rage direct damage will extend the effect by 1.5 seconds. So it's very important. And the passive Blood Frenzy is about your inner rage again, and you will see why. And now, no, it's not about the inner rage, it's about good decoup grace. Sorry guys, sorry. So your skills no longer generate extra threat or honor taunt. Every time when you attacked, you will gain Blood Frenzy. Effect restoring 2% of your maximum HP for 2 seconds, every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. But it can only trigger it once, only in 6 seconds. In addition, each release of good decoup grace will make your chance to the target within a 10 yards. So basically you will be able to charge all the time with your cup de grace. So you'll be not the target will be not able to run away if he's under 20% HP from you. So you'll be able all the time to charge on him with this ability. So it's very nice. About mastery, you will take the shield spike, the far right one, and my opinion is to start leveling up the next with the strength, the charge strike. Just level it up till 4.0, and then you're gonna go actually do till 450, just because the other one gives you only with vitality. So it's very much important to get the strength that you need. More strength, more damage, guys. So but shield spike is your main spell, because you can read it like now: increases your iron strike and healed bash damage by 36%. When your inner rage is active, reduces skill rage cost by 20%. So basically every single stuff will cost you less. So for example, like Cut the Grace, it costs like 25 rage, I think, was it? Something like that. So minus 20%, believe me, it's good. Every single percent is good. And increases your shield bash damage by 150% and crit damage by 20%, and your armor and resistance by 20%. So you're getting so much stuff from this mastery, just from this mastery. This mastery is just amazing for that class. About talents, guys, you're gonna see a very strange talent, and I will explain you why when you're looking the stats. So you're going, of course, for attack power. You're going for the new talent Vicious, because Vicious now it gives total damage increase with 2% and stacks 5 times when you have it on 5. So it's gonna be like 10% more damage. You're going for the agile for attack speed. You're going for the careful aim for the damage that you know already. You're getting a bit crit rating. For example, you can just put 1 point on crit rating and everything else on crit damage. Depends how much crit rating you have. And Ruthless, you need that at least at 5. It's very hard for me to roll them because it's crazy RNG with the artifacts. You know that, guys. It's not easy to get them. You need time. You need very much flawless, and it's crazy. You're going for the Thunderblade. That's armor penetration. You need armor penetration because you're physical DPS. So make sure you get this one. Dying Strike, of course. You're going 5 here, just because it's gonna deal it's gonna be like 5 or I think 20% more damage, but also you'll take 8% less damage, more damage. But it's better to have it on 5 than 1, because I'm taking now 10% more damage just because I have it on 1. Then you're going for physical damage, of course, and in the end you're going for opportunity attack. This talent is just amazing. Make sure that's the first thing that you get on level 5. I know it's very difficult, but this talent will boost your damage crazy amount of time. So this talent, careful aim, and second Vicious. Those 3 talents will boost your DPS a lot. So strategist, I'm going for the hit rating, and on the far right side on the second row, because the other 2 are not reliable. One of them interrupts and silence. I'm not a caster, so I don't care about it. The other one is duration, so your crowd control reduced by 10%. I'm not playing PvP as a gladiator, so I don't need that, and that's the only thing that I can use. So the first crowd control that I'm gonna get from a boss fight or some kind of trash mob, I will be immune to it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes I will be able to be immune again. I know 5 minutes is a lot of time, but sometimes that talent saves lives, believe me. So Iron Guard, you're going for the armor. Armor gives you more damage, so go for it. And Fittest, because the other 2 are not, so no. So Fittest, if I got a crowd control, like I said, stun, slow, or fear, or confused, I will get 20% more armor and 20% more resistance for 6 seconds. So basically it's a cooldown, a defensive cooldown, something like this, and offensive as well, because armor gives more damage. So about strategist, if you have not enough precision, the precision that you need for this class and every other class in this game, it's 7% versus level 85. But I have a lot more, so that's why I removed all those talents that I had here, the precision and stuff, and put it in Iron Guard. That's the stuff that I did. Sigils, of course, stats, full stats, blue, red, you're going for full stats, strength, dexterity, int, and spirit. Of course, you're gonna try level 6, level 7, and for the yellow ones, you're gonna go for a crit rating if you need crit rating. If you need haste rating, you're gonna go for the haste rating. The same with the blue. Don't put main stats on blue and yellow. Please don't do it. If you have a lot of crit rating and haste rating, then you can, of course, but please don't, because you're losing so much more. So in the middle, of course, stats, level 6, level 7 main stats. That's the main stuff that you need here. And make sure if you have level 6, just collect those sigil essences and upgrade from level 6 to level 7. As you can see at the right side, I need like 25 more essences and 13k sigils, and I can upgrade my sigil from level 6 to level 7. I will gain like 0.7% more strength, dexterity, and int. So yes, please. I want that. So yes, and about leveling your sigils slots, your sigil slots, you will start with yellow. You'll level your yellow till level 5, then your red one till level 5. You will not touch at all the blue ones. Yeah, I have level 4, but I did a mistake and sadly we cannot reset them. So don't touch the blue ones. Just go yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. Okay? Because they are giving you a lot of stats. As you can see, at level 12, I am receiving just from one of the yellow ones 63 strength, dexterity, int, spirit, and 63 vitality. So I'm getting from all those three around 180 strength and dexterity, and those both of them are increasing my damage a lot. And from the red one again, I'm getting 36 dexterity, strength, and all of them as well. So around 100 from those 3 sigil slots. So just from those 6 sigil slots, I'm getting around 300 strength and dexterity. So it's a lot, guys. Please, yellow and red. Don't go for the blue like me. I did a mistake. It was a new stuff, so make sure you don't go for it. So that was for sigils and skills, mastery and talents. Actually, that was the most important thing. So let's go for the gear. The gear, it's important as well. As you can see, I'm 58 item level, almost ready for Overload 31. And Overload 31 comes out in a couple of days, 9 days, yes. So I have enough time to get 2 more item levels, so I'm not worried about it. So at the moment I have 3 pieces of tier 4 and 3 pieces of tier 3. So of course you're going for the Gladiator set, duh. But on tier 4 there's no sets for Gladiator, blah blah blah, whatever there. So you can see on the far right one, you have the deterrent power. On the top you're gonna see tier 3 and tier 4. You have small triangles there that blink green from both of them. So as you can see on the far left side, I'm using from one of the sets the 2 part of the sets. So I'm getting the fire sprite from tier 4. That's when you're auto-attacking and using skills, you have 10% chance to burn the target and deal a crazy amount of damage. So that's from the tier 4. And tier 3 I'm using from the Gladiator. Inner Rage damage increases by 100%, so my Inner Rage will do 100% more damage. And I'm getting from the tier 3 from Guardian the first bonus from 2 sets, parts of 2 sets, that my Shield Bash will increase my armor with 9000 armor for 6 seconds when I'm using Shield Bash. So every 2.5 seconds when I'm using Shield Bash, I'm getting 9000 armor, so basically more damage. So make sure you do it like this. Just go click on tier 3, click on choose on the right one and the middle one from tier 3, and if you have 2 pieces of tier 4, just click on tier 4 here and go to the far right one, PvP and PvE, and click choose, and you will have all 3 sets activated. No need to change, convert, on etc, etc, no need that. Just keep your main sets here, the items like my headpiece, like my pants, like my shoes, on Gladiator, just because of crit rating, haste rating and wild power. Okay guys, just keep it. About the accessories, you know already, you just get them from your Dark Spire crystals and stuff. Legendary, definitely use the axe with the haste rating and the bleed effect. You can use, of course, the dagger as well, but the dagger it's not so much reliable, and the longer the fight is, the axe beats the dagger. Believe me guys, the axe does a bit more DPS, like 200 more. It's not much, but the axe does more constant DPS, not like the dagger that deals a lot of burst DPS. If you want to burst something fast, of course you can use a dagger. You can just change it, convert it, and that's it. But I recommend to use the axe. About shields, make sure you get shield from raids. Do not take the new shields from the season, because as you can see, it gives 170 crit rating and 166 wild power. And my shield at the moment gives me 237 crit rating and 81 wild power. I prefer to have more crit rating, so I'll be able to create my stats way better and way easier than the new shield. It gives more strength, yes, like 11 more strength, but I will risk those 11 strength just because of this crit rating, because it's gonna be easier to me to get the requirement crit rating like 110%. So altar, just make sure you have very high items inside. Like at the moment I'm using item level 552, so I'm getting a lot of stats from there as well. As you can see, 611 strength, dexterity, int and spirit. And yeah, it's very important. And make sure you go fast enough to unlock level 20, so you will be able to put another one inside, so you'll get another 132 strength, dexterity, int and spirit. So items we spoke about, legendary we spoke about, set we did, altar we did. Okay, now wings, I recommend to stay still on the angel wings. I know the other ones looking better, they give more stats, yes and no. They're looking better, yes. They're giving more stats, yes and no. And the same level that you have, for example, the demon, those devil wings, you will receive exactly the same stats. But you at the devil wings, you will have extra tier. So at the Devil Wings you will be able to level it up to your tier 6, level 19, and Angel Wings you will be able to upgrade them till tier 4 or 5, level 19. So basically I need another level and I'm capped on my wings. But let me show you something, guys. As you can see, those are the feathers and stuff, and here something is still locked. That means that in the future, in a couple of months, maybe 1 month, we don't know, the Angel Wings will receive another tier, so they will go to tier 6. So don't go so fast, go slowly, and you will be able to upgrade again and again and again. So just keep it on Angel Wings. About wings and feathers. Feathers, by me, I'm using at the moment only intellect, because as you know, guys, I'm a battle mage as a main spec. So I'm using only intellect, 624 intellect, just only from my feathers. Make sure you have all the time something that you need. Like for example, you can just go strength, you can just go dexterity. If you have only dexterity, just go for dexterity, doesn't matter. Make sure that you have the convert spell thingy that you can buy for 300 coupons, so everything that you have will convert. So wings we did. Let's talk about cleans. Of course, double SS everything, guys. You should do it. I know it's hard, it takes time, but you should. So enchants, pretty simple, everything on DPS of course, and the only thing that you can do on pants and chest is vitality. Everything else in DPS like strength, dexterity, etc, and crit rating, and etc. So about fusion, about your charms and emblems. So your charms, you'll try to get everything that you need. As you can see at the moment, my charms giving me 683 intellect, and it converts to strength, so it's the same like the feathers. And in the middle you should have one emblem that gives you the second life. So if you die in a dungeon, this emblem will save your life. And with quantum shield, of course, make sure you have this and level it up till 300 points, so you will be able to have quantum shield. What is quantum shield? If you don't know, quantum shield is a spell ability that you will receive after you put 300 points inside, that you will be immune to damage for 10 seconds. So very nice, guys. You should use that stuff. And very important, by charms, that you get 2 times opportunity attack. I have it only 1 time, so make sure to have it at least 2 times, so you'll be able to have it on Tallents at 5, and to put 240 points, so you'll be able to unlock the spell and have extra talent on it. Yes, so that's about the stuff that we talk about. Pet, I'm using at the moment the Lifeguard Scout. The same pet I'm using as well for Battle Mage when I'm going for PvP, because it's increased my damage by 12% and armor and resistance for 40% for 12 seconds. That's why I'm using it, just because of the double damage boost that it gives me. Just amazing pet. There's another pet that is very good, actually for every single class, actually almost, but it's a limited version. It's the Crown Drake. It gives a lot of crit damage and etc, and his skill is similar, actually it's the same, 12% more damage and 40% armor and resistance. Very nice pet as well. So those 2 pets are perfect for gladiators. Spirit beasts. Very important, guys, to have at least 3 purples or 3 pinks. If you don't have pinks, just try to get purples, guys, because this stuff will increase your main stats a lot. Believe me, it's gonna increase it a lot. As you can see, I have 2 frogs, purple and 1 pink, and make sure you're getting their stats till at least S grade, and when you finish with all 3 of them on S grade, just go and try to get it on SS. I know it's hard, but make sure you do it, and level them up occasionally because they will give you a lot of stats, and yeah, it's gonna be nice for you guys. That's about the pets. Let's speak about runes. Now here it's very important to have 3 rune words that are full on gold. That's very important. So the first, it's gonna be this one. Make sure it's full on gold. It's very important because of the crit damage. It's the riddle number 14 for the first book. For the second book, you're gonna use 6 level 12 runes that it gives you crit damage, and you're gonna use the riddle number 14. For the book number 3, you're gonna use, of course, full gold, just because of the PvE power and crit rating that it gives you guys. So it's very, very important, and the number of this riddle is number 14. Fourth book, you're gonna go full gold. That's one of the most important rune riddle, just because it gives you double crit damage. So at the moment it shows me that it gives me 4% crit damage, but no, I have it on full gold. That means it gives me 8% crit damage, and that number is number 14 for this book. Book number 4, riddle 14. At the moment on book number 5, I'm using the crit rating riddle. It's number 13, because I still need crit rating a bit more, so I'll be capped. No need to go full crit, but if you can, do it. Book number 6, you're gonna go for riddle number 14 again, just because of the crit rating and the wild power. Book number 7, you're gonna go for number 8 because of the crit rating, and I think it was crit rating. Let me check, guys. Oh yeah, that's because that's for the wild power and haste rating, so it's very important. And here's very important thing about not the last book, the book before. If you cannot fill it up on full gold, you should go for riddle number, let me check which one was it. You need to go on riddle number 5, just because it gives you strength, dexterity, wild power and crit rating. Just go for this one if you cannot fill it up with full gold. If you can fill it up with full gold, just go for number 8. It gives you a lot of strength and dexterity as well, and gives you a lot of wild power. It's very important to have this one. If you can go full gold, just go for the number 8. And the last book, you're going for the crit rating. If you have enough crit rating, you can go for the haste rating. And there are the last 2. Crit rating is number 8 and haste rating is number 9. Okay, guys, in the couple of probably weeks, maybe this week and Thursday, we'll have update and we'll receive another rune book. So make sure you're ready with your runes and prepared to create some runes to put inside and be able to have more rating and DPS and etc. and more stats. So about stats, actually we put everything that we have, so let's speak about stats. So my stats at the moment are like this. I am 558 item level, 78,531 rating, strength 24,200 almost, dexterity 18,000, attack rating almost 40,000, crit rating 109.56. So I need like 0.47% crit rating to be kept, just because when I'm getting buffed from a healer I will be receiving 10% more crit rating. So basically versus level 85 I will be crit capped. I will be critting every single spell and attack that I'm doing on the boss. So very important, guys, to have the crit rating at 110% without healer buff. Very important. Accuracy, try to get it on 107%, 0.25 I think was it, for level 85. In the future we will be receiving bosses on level 86, so having 108 doesn't make a big difference. No need to change your talents just because you have 108% hit rating. So you can see I'm at 101%, so it's not big a deal. Crit damage, the recommended crit damage is 220, but if you can get more, do it, because it's very nice to have it and it's going to increase your DPS. But if you cannot, and if you still need another stats, just go for the other stats like crit rating. If you need more crit rating, just go for the crit rating. If you need more haste rating, just go for the haste rating. About haste rating, the recommended haste rating that I will say, it's gonna be 88%, maximum till 90. If you have more, doesn't matter, guys. The important thing is to have the crit rating 110% and above 88% haste rating. At the moment I'm not so well with the haste rating and the crit rating, just because tier 4 does not give so much crit rating and haste rating like tier 3. As you can see, tier 4 chest piece gives me like 261 haste rating, and tier 3 gives me way more. The crit rating from tier 3 is 361, tier 4 142. So guys, I mean, it's a bit strangely done from the developers, but what can we do? Will live with it. So yeah. And next thing is about precision. As I told you guys about precision. I have 10%. You need, as Gladiator and every other class, 7% versus level 85. At the moment, versus level 85, I have 9%, and I don't have any single point in precision in my talents. So make sure you have very low precision till 7%, and everything else to crit rating, main stats, haste rating. You don't need precision, guys. Penetration, you need as well. Penetration you're receiving from tier 4, pants I think, headpiece and hands. Everything else gives you haste and crit, but those items gives you penetration. Make sure you have penetration. Armor, I have 130k, that's a lot actually. I can actually tank overload 30 as a gladiator, I don't have problem with that, but the thing is I should be the person that deals the most DPS, so to hold my aggro, but still I can tank it. Crazy, I know. And PvE power I have 50%, just because all my spirits, I will show you in a second, are with PvE power, and Gladiator receives around 10% more PvE power because it's a Gladiator. I don't know why, but it's a Gladiator. So PvE power is very important, as well wild power, but I prefer to have more PvE power than wild power. So that's it actually. Let me show you about the spirits that I was talking about. So as you can see at the Flonas, I have this guy with PvE power, this guy with PvE power and PvE power, everything is with PvE power, and making sure that I have a lot of stats. For example, this temple gives me like 380 strength, this temple gives me like 580 strength, this temple gives me 609 strength, this temple gives me 629 strength, and this temple gives me 635 strength. So around how much? A lot. A lot of strength, guys, like just from those spirits. And I can have way more, of course, but yeah, it's very, very, very important to have nice spirits with nice stats like strength, dexterity, etc, etc. Depends what you have more. And it's gonna be converted like the emblems and the charms and the feathers, so make sure you have it. Totems, you go for the strength, guys. Don't bother to level up everything else, just go only for strength stuff. Don't go for spirit, intellect, and etc. Don't go for them. Just go just for the strength stuff and level them up. About rotation, guys, it's very important rotation, but it's very difficult to do because it's a lot of clicking involved. If you're playing on a PC, on BlueStacks and stuff, and etc., doesn't matter which of those, make sure you're playing with key bindings, not clicking with your mouse, because it's gonna be very, 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 very difficult for you guys. If you're playing on your phone, be prepared, sit tight, and enjoy your clicking, because it's gonna be hard for you guys. So let's take the healing buff, and I will show you the stats now. With a healing buff, I have 119% crit rating. That means 99.53% crit rating versus level 85. I'm getting haste rating at almost till 100%. So let's check the spell. The spell is cooldown. You can see on the corner, 2.5 seconds cooldown, and it's ready to be used. So the rotation is very simple actually, but requires some practice as always. I will start slowly. Don't look my DPS now, I'll just go slowly and show you how to use your skills, guys. You're gonna charge, you're gonna use your Chaos Blade, you're gonna use your Inner Rage, you're gonna use your Earthquake, you're gonna use your main ability, then here, then here. You know? Inner Rage, main ability, first ability, inner rage, main ability, first ability, inner rage, main ability, first ability, main ability, first ability, again the blade, inner rage, main ability, first ability, main ability, first ability, main ability, inner rage, main ability, first ability, earthquake is back, and again like this. And you can see I did it so slowly, the dummy is already on 50%. I did like 4 million DPS just when I was doing it slowly. So let's do it fast now. Let's reset the dummies, and that was a dummy level 85. So let's reset them. Let's go inside again and let's do the rotation how it's supposed to be. And I recommend to play all the time with roll, the PvP ability that we have down there, just because we don't have much movement abilities as a gladiator, so we'll be able to run away from something or go to the boss faster when the tanks move the boss. So make sure you use it. So let's do my DPS, and I will use my ultimate, my pet skill, and everything else, so you will be able to see how it goes with the gladiator. So as you can see, it's not so much DPS now, but now the bleed effects will start to ticking up and increase my DPS slowly. And I know it's not much, but believe me, with a healer buff and bosses and etc, you will be doing way more DPS than this. the dummies are not the same like the bosses. I don't know why, but you cannot say exactly how much DPS you're doing before you go fight in raids or overloads or something like this. You can see now my DPS is going slow, down, up, down, up, down. That's why I was saying with the dummies that it's very interesting and very strange how they are scaling. So my dummy is dead, and yeah, like this. So let's check the spells. As you can see, main ability first place, Inner Rage Aura second, Iron Strike, Opportunity Attack is fourth place, and Tier 4 Fire Scorch in fifth place, and anything else is here down. Of course, I can do more better DPS, guys, but yeah. Let's recharge my ultimate. Just click on the blue crystal here and you can recharge your ultimate. And let's try it again. I think I didn't do something correctly, so we will see now. So let's start. Let me concentrate a bit more about my DPS, my rotation, because I was not concentrated so much because I was peeking and stuff. Now I'm thinking it's a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better now I saw it. And yeah, it's pretty nice skills and rotation that you need to do all the time. It's a lot of clicking, guys, because your main ability is every 2.5 seconds ready to use. And you need to click it because the next skill is ready. It's a bit stressful for your fingers and hands. Believe me, it's not so easy that it seems. And that's it. 7.4 million DPS on a dummy. That means on the bosses you'll be able to do almost 8 million on Overload 30. So guys, as you can see, Shield Bash again for us, Inner Rage Aura second, Iron Strike, the first ability that we're using is third. Fire Scorch is the tier 4, only 2 pieces of tier 4. Imagine on 5 pieces and 6 pieces how much it's gonna be. So I'm pretty amazed from tier 4, and it deals a lot of damage. Just for 57 seconds my tier 4 ability did 50 million damage, guys. Exactly 50 million damage. My opportunity attack did 45 million damage. So nice it is. My legendary sadly did only 11 million, but it's a 3% from my damage, so it is something, guys. It is something. We can try it with the other legendary. It's gonna be more burst damage, of course. The DPS will be more, I'm pretty sure, but we will see. So let's change it like this. Now my critical will go up because this legendary gives you more critical rating. Okay, no need to reset the dummies because it's on 97% HP. Just reset the spells, reset the ultimate. Okay, we are ready. Let's go. So you can see now how much burst damage deals this weapon. I'm already on 10 million DPS, but sadly it's going very fast down after you're fighting a bit longer with this weapon, because you don't have the bleed effect from the weapon, and yeah, it's not so good that it seems. It keeps again good amount of DPS, but it's for a short fights till procs again, and it procs every 20 seconds, I think. So yeah, the dummy is dead and the legendary procced again, but it was too late already, and the DPS is 7.4 again. So great burst damage. As you can see, my My two abilities went way above. The opportunity attack way above 64 million. So probably it's a bit better for now to use this weapon, but I prefer the other one, of course. So guys, that was it for Gladiators. I hope you enjoyed it, and we see each other again.